Yo, what's up boys, and welcome to a new video. So in this video we will be looking at the upcoming buffs for WindWalker Monk, and I'll kind of take you through it and give you my thoughts on it. So here they are. They're coming this reset. We have a little bit of other classes as well, but we'll just look at the WindWalker ones because that's what I'm interested in and you guys are interested in. So we have Conduit of Celestial, Strength of the Black Ox, damage increased by 100%. When I read this first, I didn't actually know what Strength of the Black Ox was. With a good reason, it seems. But it's in the Conduit hero talent. It's this one. So this one does 77k. So it's going to do double that now. 140k. And same with the next one. Flight of the Red Crane, damage increased by 100%. Again, I didn't really know what that was. Same thing. Hero talent. It's right here. Then we have another one, Conduit of Celestials, Courage of the White Tiger, damage decreased by 35%. And we have that right here. So, the Hero Talent Conduit is going to be a little bit better. It got buffed, so it's more consistent damage there as well. So it's nice, because it did lack a little bit of that. I want to show you guys, though, how little damage these actually do. To showcase that this buff is kind of not that big of a buff. Like, it says 100% increased, so a lot of people probably think that it's gonna do a lot of damage now, but let me just showcase you a normal rotation, and I'll show you the damage breakdown of it so we can see how much damage they do currently. Okay, so there we go. That was a full burst window with both Storm Earth and Fires. And we can see the damage breakdown. So what was buffed was Strength of Black Ox, Flight of the Red Crane, and Courage of the White Tiger. So let's try and find Strength of the Black Ox and Flight of the Red Crane. So first, 14 abilities that do most damage, they're not there. We go down, and we still can't find it. And down here it is. So Strength of the Black Ox did 458k. It did 0.9% of my damage. So as you see, it's really not a lot. Same as with the Flight of the Red Crane, it's also down here as one of the least damage makers. So yeah, the buff isn't as big as it seems currently. After Swing Assist, your next 2 Blackout Kick refunds 2 stacks of teaching a monster, and your causes Nisao to storm at your target's location. So it's a nice little damage, but it's not really going to do that much. So the buff it's decent. We'll take it, but we shouldn't get overexcited about it. Same with Flight the Red Crane. Rushing Jade Wind and Spinning Crane Kick have a chance to cause Chi-Chi to increase your energy regeneration for 20 seconds for 6 sec. And quickly rush to 5 enemies, dealing 77,000 physical damage to each target strokes. This also splits target, or splits damage, which is definitely not the play in PvP, of course. So yeah, those buff I'm not really excited about at all, to be honest. We move on though, and we get a Fist of Fury, damage increased by 20%. Let's see. So Fist of Fury here, we didn't channel it, so shouldn't look at the damage here, but it does an average of 148k. And in PvP, most people have 7 to 8,000 health. So you can see that's a very, very little percentage of a person's health it takes for. So right now, it's absolutely useless, and you pretty much only use it to get Whirling Dragon Punch or to parry attacks. So yeah, this also is going to do nothing. I don't know why they didn't buff it more. In my opinion, they should have buffed it by 150%. Next up is the big one, actually, though. We have Blackout Kick damage increased by 8%. And Blackout Kick is our top ability. We can go here in some games I have. You can see Blackout Kick is high up on the list again. So yeah, Blackout Kick is one of our biggest abilities. So buffing that is definitely going to be very good for us. We have Flurry of Squen damage increased by 40%. This also got increased last time, and we're still not playing it. So it's a choice with Flurry of Squen. You either play that or you play Hit Combo. Currently, Hit Combo seems better. Maybe this will edge us over to Flurry of Squen. I doubt it though, because last time it wasn't enough at all. I can showcase you a burst window here with Flurry of Squen, and we can see how much damage it does. There we go. That was a full burst window again with 2 Stormworth fires. Let's see the damage breakdown. So Flurry of Swen, Flurry of Swen, Flurry of Swen, all the way down here. So as you see, it hits for average for 28k, and this is on a dummy. This has no versatility, so we have to remember these numbers are higher here than they'll be on actual players. And currently, it does not do a lot of damage. Buff this by 40%, and it's still not going to do a lot of damage. So I still suspect that we're going to be playing hit combo. Nothing changes there. So this buff you can regard pretty much totally. But the next buffs are the ones that we should look at and be very excited about. We have Courageous Impulse. Now increases the damage of your neck Blackout Kick by 200%. So that's an increase by 75% there. We can see Courageous Impulse is this talent here, which we already use all the time. The Blackout Kick effect also increases the damage of your next Blackout Kick by 125%. So this is big. This is going to be 200% now. This is huge. And then we have Shadowboxing Threats now increases the damage of your Blackout Kick by 20%, was 10, and causes additional Blackout Kicks at 80% effectiveness, was 70. So again, if we go in and look at it here, this button or this talent, which we already play as well, it's going to increase the damage by 20 and by 80 for the additional 2 targets. So it's, again, it's actually a very big buff. This one is absolutely huge. I'm going to be very excited to see how hard Blackout Kick is going to do. And then we also have down, if we go down in the PvP tab, we have a nerf here, which I saw coming. I did, because it's kind of a weird ability. It's just RNG, and it's I don't like this ability. I don't like stuff where you don't have to actually do something to get it benefits or advantages, which is Dance of the Wind. So if you don't know, Dance of the Wind is this talent, which is your dodge chance is increased by 10% and additional 10% every 4 seconds until you dodge an attack. So you can stack this up to 90%, which almost means you're gonna dodge an attack certainly. And this is very annoying against Pharaohs who use Maim on you, Restitutes who uses their stun, or Rogues with their kidneys. You can actually dodge these, and it happens frequently right now, as you're mainly not the target, because Windwalker Monks are very tanky. So when they switch to you, you have a high chance of dodging an ability, and if that's a stun, that's a very good dodge. So they're nerfing this by huge amounts. They're nerfing this to be 2% per stack instead of 10% per stack. So it's an 80% nerf. I think this is an overdone of the nerf for sure. Windwalker Monks are quite tanky at the moment, and Dance of the Wind is definitely a big part of that. So it's going to be interesting to see that. I hope this isn't enough to make the buffs up here to be totally useless. I like this change though, like giving us more damage and less defensives. I do like that change, because that is where we lack. But at the same time, I wish they would buff our burst and not just our consistent damage, because that is really what they've done. I would have very much liked to see a buff to Rising Sun Kick, as I can show you here. It doesn't do that much damage. We have an average of 350k, which this used to be our highest hitting ability. So yeah, it definitely does not feel good with the Rising Sun Kick being a worse button than Blackout Kick. But that's the reality, and it's going to be even more of a reality after these buffs. But that was pretty much my thoughts on the buffs and nerfs for Windwalkers. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, boys, and if you did, leave a like and maybe a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.